Is it visible? Is PowerPoint visible to the students?
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So coming to your virology and mycology practical, the subject code is VMLT5051. So in this, as you already know, totally we have 7 practicals. So the first one is GLP in mycology lab. We finished it. Then second practical is preparation of protein cultures used in mycology lab. So what is the protein culture we are using? It is STA. Okay, Sabbros dextrose agar. So we discussed about preparation of STA, the principle, its procedure and results and interpretation also we discussed. So this we finished. Then the third experiment is performing Alshan blue stain. So Alshan blue stain is a special stain which is used for staining the mucopolysaccharides of the Cryptococcus neoforms capsule. So this Cryptococcus neoforms capsule can be stained with the help of this Alshan blue stain, which of course causes the brain infection. So such capsulated yeast cells can be stained with the help of this Alshan blue stain, right? Then the fourth experiment is performing collection of samples from hair, nail, and skin. So here we need to collect samples of hair, nail, and skin. So what is the procedure? What is the protocols that we need to follow to collect these samples that we will discuss. So the primary purpose of collecting these samples is for analyzing fungal infections. So we have these dermatophytal infections, especially that will cause hair, nail, and skin infections. So in order to identify whether it is a epidermophyton infection or it is a trichophyton infection or it is a microsporum infection, we need to collect these samples, right? So upon collecting these samples, we will go for KOH preparation and we will go for laboratory investigations. Then we can able to pinpoint the exact fungus that is responsible for the disease. So accordingly, we can give treatment to the patient. So that is why collection of this hair, skin, and nail samples we will perform. Okay. So just a second, students. Let me. Just a second. This laptop has an issues. Hmm. Okay. So that is the fourth experiment. So the fourth experiment is collection of hair, nail, and skin samples. So let us see how to collect these fungal samples or these samples for investigation of fungal infections. Okay. So your fourth experiment is collection of fungal samples from hair, nail, and skin. Um, so the aim of today's lab experiment is to collect hair, nail, and skin samples for fungal examinations. So to examine fungal infection, we are collecting these hair, nail, and skin samples. So the materials required for collecting these samples include sterile or disposable surgical blade or scalpel, petri dish or glass slide, cotton, spirit, and other personal protective equipments. So very basic materials are sufficient for collecting these samples. Okay, so we need a scalpel or blade, we need a petri dish or glass slide, we need cotton, spirit, and PPE. So these are the materials required for collection of the samples. So before collecting the sample, we need to do certain Pre-test procedures. So before collecting the samples, the pre-test procedures that we need to ensure in the patient are, we need to ensure that the patient has not used any antifungal medications for past 3 days. So patient should not use any antifungal ointments or powders. He should not apply on the hair, skin and nail. If he applying these antifungal agents means we cannot see the growth. The growth of fungi will be inhibited in the laboratory due to topical application of any antifungal agents. So that is why we need to ensure that the patient is not using any antifungal medications for past 3 days. Okay, so that is one thing we need to ensure. Then second one is, if collection of specimens is proving difficult, then consider asking patient to do it themselves under supervision. Patients are often more aggressive at getting a good sample than a collector. Okay. Uh, Sometimes students, what happens is, by seeing the patient's condition, by seeing the severity of the fungal infection in the patient, we may have that polite nature with the patient. We may not be harsh on collecting the sample from the patient. We may think the patient may get a pain out of it. But sometimes it is better to collect sample by the patient himself, because he knows where he will get pain and where he won't get pain. So sometimes we can allow the patient to collect samples themselves under supervision. So under our supervision, we must allow the patient to collect samples by himself. Okay. So by this, we may get a very good amount of sample rather than being gentle from our side. Sometimes patient will be harsh on collecting samples by themselves. So sometimes it is advisable to allow the patient to collect samples by himself. It can be either hair, skin or nail samples. Okay, so these are the two important pre-test protocols that we need to ensure. First one is, we need to ensure that the patient is not using any antifungal medications for past 3 days. And second one, we can also allow the patient to collect samples by himself. Okay, then how to collect skin samples? Collection of skin samples. So actually, I have kept a video here, but that is not coming, students. There is an issue with the PowerPoint. That is why I'm going with this. Just a second, I will try to open PowerPoint again. Or else we can see in the YouTube directly. That will be better. Okay. So first, let us see material here. So for collecting skin scrapings, the first thing that we need to do is we need to prepare the skin for scraping. So we need to remove any traces of skin products or any medications with an alcohol wipe. So uh, if the patient applied any skin products like any Fair and Lovely or any creams, that creams need to be removed with the help of alcohol wipe. So with the help of all spirit and alcohol, with the help of this cotton, we should remove all the traces of any topical applications, any ointments or any product should be removed from the skin. So first we need to remove and we need to make the skin clear with alcohol swipe. Then we need to scrape the skin using scalpel. So with the help of this blade, at a blunt angle, we can start scraping the skin. That means we can start peeling the skin apart so that the skin will come in a broken pieces. Now, choose the best area to scrap. So when we are scraping the skin, we need to choose the best area where we will get a good amount of fungal sample. Okay. So if multiple lesions are present, choose the most recent for scrapping as old loose cal and is often not satisfactory. So if the patient has multiple sites of infection means we need to go with the recent infection area, because in the recent area, the skin will be still fragile and the skin will be soft so that we can easily able to color the skin sample rather than older one. In the older one, skin will become very hard. So we won't get sufficient sample. So if the patient has multiple sites, then we should go with the recent fungal infected area. Okay. So ensure that the leading edge of the rash is sampled. So the edge of the tumor or the edge of the fungal site, we need to collect the sample. Okay. Because on this periphery, we will see more fungal growth. Okay. Then these skin scraping should be removed gently from the skin surface and placed on a laboratory specimen container. simply students, this collected skin samples. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
कहाँ पे सर आपका काम पहुंचा है?
Sir, you need to guide me, sir, on this. Um, where is it? It's here. Sir, you need to guide me on points, sir, as it is here. What points I need to include here and how can I collect data? Actually, it will be better if you are asking data, sir, rather than I'm teaching.
So you
myself.
show it is especially
Yes, sir.
केस एनालिसिस, ग्रुप डिस्कशन, ये सारी चीजें हमारे यहाँ होती है, तो सर इसका कुछ एविडेंस होना चाहिए ना सर।
हाँ, yes, sir.
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ कि आप इसको फैकल्टीज के बीच में ये कर दीजिए, कौन किस किस के बीच से पढ़ाता है, किसकी यू मेक द एक्सेल शीट, गूगल शीट,
Yes, sir.
and communicate to our faculty member of SMS.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, तो what types of criteria, what types of teaching notes. ये तो मैंने कल ही आपको बताया था सर, कल जब वहाँ पे क्योंकि मैं अभी प्रभाकर सर के पास गया हूँ, यही चीज़ बताऊँगा
Okay.
कौन सा ये करते हैं तो आप yes.
So for participatory learning activities, they're asking either group discussions, case analysis, role plays. Let us finalize the important points, sir. Let us keep group discussion, presentation, then home assignments. This will be enough, no, sir?
जैसे आप लोगों में प्रोजेक्ट भी तो होते हैं सर, प्रोजेक्ट भी होते हैं,
Minor project.
माइनर प्रोजेक्ट भी होते हैं, डिसर्टेशन हमारे फार्मेसी में होता है,
Okay, sir.
ठीक है,
Then
उसके बाद केस स्टडी भी होती है आप लोगों में,
case analysis.
डॉक्टरों में भी होती है, ये सब कर दीजिए।
Okay,
Google
for
Sheets.
this, we need proof, no, sir? For past 5 years proof.
अरे सर किसी भी इस पर दे दीजिए, ठीक है,
Okay, sir.
उसमें सब्जेक्ट नेम लिख देने, एक कॉलम ऑफ सब्जेक्ट का बना दीजिएगा, ठीक है।
Okay. This we can develop, sir. Then on the second point, I said departmental sports is organized annually. So we need sports report. Sports event report, no, sir? So I need to collect sports event report from all the departments.
अरे आपके लैपटॉप इससे कनेक्टेड है ना?
Ah, yes, sir.
हाँ,
Yes, yes.
उसमें प्रिंट ले लीजिए सर।
Okay. Students, 5 minutes, students, I will back. Just give me 5 minutes. Hmm. Um, so sorry students, I was in a little meeting. Um, so where are we? Skin scrapings. So that's it. Actually very simple, practical students. So we need to ensure that we are getting maximum amount of sample from the patient. So rather than going with a very small amount of sample, we should go with the hard way. That means, see, we are not going to collect any invasive samples from the patient. Like we are not collecting blood, we are not collecting any biopsy specimens from the patient. We are just collecting um, the appendages of the body, like nails, skins, and hair. So which won't cause any harm to the patient. So better we need to collect as much as sample from the patient. So there is a high chance of getting
उसका सिंपल
positive,
ब्लड
true
जितना
positive, true positive reports from the patient. Okay. So that is why we can collect the maximum amount of sample from the patient. So these are the points that we need to ensure whenever we are collecting the skin sample or skin scrapings. So the major points are we need to remove any traces of skin products with the help of alcohol wipe. Then we need to scrap the skin using scalpel. Okay, by using blunt angle. We need to choose the best area where we will get the maximum amount of fungal sample. We need to be gentle from the skin surface. We need to collect these samples on either on a glass slide or in the petri dish. Okay. Then quantity is crucial. The greater the amount of specimen, the better the results. So quantity of specimens also matters a lot. So these are the things that you need to ensure in the skin scrapings. I will show you the video once after finishing this lecture. Okay. Since it is PDF, it is not possible to show video in it. Um, So next sample is nail cuttings and scrapings. So nail cuttings and scrapings, obviously for detection of dermatophytal infections. So here what we will do is first we will, just like the skin sample, we will wipe the nails. Then with the help of a sterile lancet or the blade, surgical blade, we will start uh, we will start rather than cutting the skin, rather than cutting the nail, what we need to do is we need to start sharpening the nail and we need to make a powder out of this nail. Okay, so you need to start scraping on the surface of the nail so that you will get a powder, nail powder. So in that nail powder, there is a high chance of getting good fungal sample. Okay, so with the help of a sterile lancet, we should start scraping under the nail until the white portion or the degenerated portion reaching. So we need to do the scraping until we will action within the nail. Okay, so along with the nail sample, we should also collect some amount of keratin debris beneath the nail because this nail is firmly connected to the keratin tissue at the base. Obviously, it is connected to the skin, right? So that a small amount of skin keratin can also be taken for getting a very good growth in the lab. Okay, so along with the nail sample, we need to collect the keratin which is present beneath the nails. Then also nail clippings should be collected. Nail clippings means with the help of your nail cutter, you will cut your nails right into small pieces. Those pieces are called clippings. So nail clippings can also be collected. And again, as I said, quantity matters a lot. The greater the quantity, the better the results. So always try to go with the maximum amount of sample collecting from the patient. Okay, so these samples can be directly observed under the microscope with the help of KOH. They can be either kept under the glass slide or in the petri dish. So this is how you can collect the nail samples. Okay, so these are the typical sites of collecting nail fungal infection. So you can see the infection at proximal white, you can see on the surface or you can also see on the distal. So depending upon the area, they has been named. So first one is, by the way, nail fungal infection is called onychomycosis. So onychomycosis means it is a fungal nail infection. Fungal nail infections are called onychomycosis. So we have multiple onychomycosis like proximal white onychomycosis, superficial white onychomycosis, and distal or lateral onychomycosis. Okay, so these are the sites of getting fungal infection on the nail, and you need to collect the specimen according to the growth present on the nail surface. Okay, then the last and final is hair specimens. So hair specimens can be hair can be plucked with the help of tweezers, or hair can be cut with the help of scissors, and this can be collected on a piece of paper or in the glass slide or in the petri dish, and you can go for the laboratory examination. Okay, so there are some technical difficulties whenever we are processing the fungal samples. So some problems may arise, including a negative culture. So if you are getting no growth on the culture, means that doesn't mean the patient is negative for fungal infection. Usually fungal growth will take much longer period to grow rather than a basic bacterial culture. So you need to be cautious. Yes, sir. Appraisal forms of MLT. Sir, all MLTs.
You want appraisal?
No, sir.
He's close to here.
Yeah. Okay. So what are the conditions where we will get negative cultures? Okay. So the first one is the conidiation is not due to fungal infection. So maybe the patient not have any fungal infection. That is why he didn't get the fungal growth. That might be one reason. And second reason might be specimen was not collected properly. That is why we didn't get growth. Or patient may applied antifungal agents. He may either took orally or he may applied topically on the skin. That is why we got a negative result. So if we get negative result means don't trust the report. Okay, maybe there might be some factors involving in false negative reports. Maybe patient did some mistakes, or mistakes happened from the patient end or from the collection by the technician, or due to some errors in the processing, we may get this negative reports. But having negative report is not a confirmation that the patient does not have any fungal infection. Keep in mind. Usually fungus will take longer time to grow on the media. Okay. So yeah, the other reason might be there was a delay before specimen reached the laboratory. So maybe specimen reached lately to the lab. So if the specimen took too much time on the transport, means obviously the fungus will it will decay. I cannot say decay. Fungus will die. Okay, it will dry and it will die. So due to delayed transport of specimen can also be a factor of negative report. Then the laboratory procedures were incorrect. You are not following proper SOPs. That is why you got negative report. Or last and finally is fungus growing very slowly. That is why you are getting negative report. Usually we need to wait until 3 months before delivering a confirmatory negative report to the patient. So these are the few things that you need to keep in mind when you are working with fungal samples, especially. Okay, maybe patient does not have fungal infection. Maybe there is the specimen has been collected improperly. Maybe patient used certain antifungal agents. That is why we didn't get the growth. Or there is a delay in the transport of the specimen, or laboratory procedures are incorrect, or the microorganism growing very slowly. These are the possible reasons why we will get negative report. Okay. Then what is the clinical significance of fungal samples? I need not to say much about clinical significance. Simply in a nutshell, the major clinical significance is we can able to identify what type of fungus infection does the patient got. Okay. Just a second, students.
आप
Okay. So this is all about the clinical significance of fungal sample students. So that's it. I know today's class is disturbed. Anyway, I will finish it. So today's overview, today's laboratory overview is we came to know about how to collect the skin, nail, and hair samples for the detection of fungus, right? So the materials required are sterile disposable glass, sterile disposable blade, petri dish, glass slide, cotton, spirit, and PPEs. And pre-test procedure include we need to ensure that the patient does not have any antifungal medications for past 3 days, and we need to ensure sometimes we can under the supervision patient can themselves can take the specimens by themselves. Then the first thing is skin scrapings. So in all three types of specimens, the first thing is we will remove any debris from the skin with the help of alcohol wipe. Then we will go for scraping with the help of a sterile blade. Then we will choose the best site where we will get maximum amount of sample, and the quantity of sample matters a lot. The greater the greater the quantity, the better the results. That's it. Then last and final is reasons for getting negative report includes patient does not have any fungal infection or specimen collected improperly. Patient may using any antifungal agents. There is a delay in the reaching the report to the the specimen to the laboratory or SOPs that is maybe didn't get the result or the fungus growing very slowly. So these might be the reasons for getting negative report in the lab. So this is all about the fourth experiment students. I will show you few YouTube videos on collection of the three samples, then we can end this lab. Okay. So let me share my Chrome with you. Just a second. I will show you the videos. We can do one thing. I will share the links in the group. You can go through them. Okay. So thank you very much, students. I was a little busy with other works. Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me or I will end this session. Any doubts in today's lab? I hope not. Right? So thank you very much, students. I'm ending this session. You can leave, students. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.